McCabe's team is pressuring the DOJ to drop the case against him, while the Attorney General is right now reviewing the DOJ watchdog's report on alleged Fisa abuses. Let's bring in National Security Attorney Bradley Moss and former Assistant Attorney General John Yoo. Gentlemen, it's great to have you.
Good evening, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Already, the Senate Judiciary Chairman Lindsey Graham is talking about next steps.
The Senate Judiciary Committee will call Mr. Horowitz, and he will testify under oath about his report. And we're going to pursue this in a transparent fashion. We're going to declassify as much as we can, including the Fisa warrant applications.
John, what are your expectations?
Well, you're finally seeing accountability come home. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of the end. Because not only are you going to see this IG report come out where we're finally going to see the truth about how did this Fisa warrant get approved, what information did the FBI give to the court, did it really rely on the Steele dossier or not, but we're also going to see in special counsel investigations by the U.S. Attorney in Connecticut, by the U.S. Attorney in Utah, and also ultimately the White House can choose to declassify all of this information and make it available not just to Congress but to the American people. I think if finally we're going to see, if you believe the Mueller report is right and there was never any collusion between the Russians and the Trump campaign, we went on a year-and-a-half, 2-year waste of time, of national effort and money resources, and we're going to finally find out, how did this start? Was it an honest mistake by the FBI, or was there something more nefarious at work?
A former federal prosecutor on another television network defended Andy McCabe and his actions.
This is an extremely unusual prosecution. Andy McCabe had the right to speak to reporters. That is beyond dispute. As Deputy Director of the FBI, he had the right to speak to reporters. He also has an impeccable record as one of the most honored and successful FBI agents of his generation.
Bradley, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think that goes to kind of the deficiency, the weakness at the heart of the government's case if they do choose to bring this false statement felony charge against Andrew McCabe, demonstrating his intent, the reason, the rationale, the motivation to knowingly and willfully provide false statements to investigators was always going to be difficult because, yes, one, he had the authority to authorize that leak to the news media, and two, it wasn't exactly like this was some part of a deep state coup. It was a leak that helped the Trump campaign. It hurt Hillary Clinton. So what his intent would have been there, how they would have been able to demonstrate that, that was always a weakness. That's probably why the grand jury, if the media reports are right, is probably why the grand jury is balking at the moment. And if they can't convince the grand jury, there's no way they would convince an actual jury at trial of his guilt.
I fear some viewers' eyes glaze over when they hear the names Carter Page, Andy McCabe, and Inspector General Michael Horowitz. Why does this matter so much, John?
Look, even if a jury may not convict, I think it's utterly important for the Justice Department to bring charges because people like McCabe are at the highest levels of the Justice Department. It is because they have to set an example for the rest of the country. If they're lying to FBI agents and federal investigators, how do they expect average citizens to interact with the Justice Department? Second, and this I think is equally important, people who were in the Trump campaign were charged for things. Think about Michael Flynn, think about George Papadopoulos, all these figures you just mentioned, Mike. They were all convicted or pled out to false statements under oath too for things that just as seemingly insignificant or less significant than what Mr. McCabe is accused of. So to make sure that the Justice Department is carrying out equal justice under the law, I think they have to charge one of their own high officials to show that they're even-handed.
Bradley, final thoughts from you?
Yeah, Michael Flynn and George Papadopoulos chose to plead guilty. We don't know what would have happened if they had been charged. That was their voluntary choice. Andrew McCabe at the moment is saying, I'm not guilty of a 1001 charge. Let's see what happens with the grand jury.
Bradley Moss, John Yoo, gentlemen, many thanks.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.